Hey guys, it's GameFace here, and welcome back to episode 8 of my Pimp My Ride series. And today, I'm going to be pimping out this car. Now, as you can see, it is quite an old-fashioned looking car, but I thought that would be perfect to try and make it look really cool and add some stuff to it. Now, as you can see, I've got over 50 million from completing the game, and early on I just put the bumpers on, and obviously the back bumper. And I thought I would add this massive wheel to the back, which doesn't look particularly good from the back, but I think it actually looks quite good. It makes the car look a lot longer and also look a lot more sort of pimped out, if you like. And yeah, basically I ended up choosing eventually. I think it was the most expensive one. I can't remember which one I ended up choosing. But yeah, as you can see, this is a non-live commentary, and I then went for a chassis with the Los Santos plaque custom one, though, I think, just coming out where the seats were, rather than the one with like the dice on. So I went with that one there that you can see I'm hovering over, and went onto the engine, obviously as normal, put it up to full level 4, and with the exhaust I put the most expensive one, or the only one that was there, on. And again, I put pretty much everything I could on, and again I went for the grille, which I thought looked the best out of them. I went for that one in the end, and then this one I was not expecting. On the hood you can actually change it to a triple intake bug catcher or a single one. Now I ended up actually going for the single one because I think even though the triple one did look pretty cool because it looked like it was firing missiles or something, I think I actually ended up going with the single one. So as you can see, I accidentally go out of the custom thing, but that was actually just to kind of see what it was like, sort of in the daylight, before I went in to then obviously change the paint and do some other things. So as you can see, it is a long car. I mean, you can see I'm having to reverse it and trying to get it into the actual place itself. It took me a couple of seconds, and yeah, I then went on to decide what sort of colour I wanted it to look like. So I've done the arm, done the brakes, the horn again I don't change, and I kept with that one. The lights, as usual, I changed them, and the number plate I think I kept the same, or maybe changed to that 2 one. Yeah, I did. That's probably my favourite one to go with. The primary colour, now this was something I couldn't really make my mind up about. I didn't know whether to go with the black or whether to go with something a bit brighter. Now I've done a lot of dark coloured cars, so now I'm going to be doing some more brighter cars. So I was thinking about doing the red, although I've been using red quite a bit, and then I was looking at pink and I thought it's maybe a bit too bright. But then eventually I decided to settle on orange. I thought it looked really good, but I was looking for the right yellow or orange colour. I couldn't decide whether to go yellow or orange. In the end I went for the yellow colour, and it was kind of a yellowy sort of orange colour in the end. But the suspension, as usual, for the lowest one, the competition, I think it said, competition suspension, and race transmission as normal. Put a turbo on it, as you do. Changed the wheels. Now I couldn't really decide which ones to go with. I was going to go with the high end ones, but I didn't want it to look silly, but I ended up going with the the high end ones, and then changing the colour of them to the same colour I've actually got as the car, so it kind of matched. And again I went with wheel accessories, put the custom tyres, bulletproof, and then obviously the yellow smoke to go with the rest of the car. So I was hoping that that would look pretty good. I then obviously finished off with the limo windows. Not that it really made any difference, to be honest, to the car, but that is the car finally finished. I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. I mean, look at that for a car. I think the thing on the front makes it look really good, and obviously you can see that I've spent quite a bit of money on it. And yeah, I can now obviously do a lot more of these because I've got a lot more money, so there'll probably be one out daily, I would imagine. I mean, most days I can probably do a double episode, to be honest, of these, because I have that many recorded, which I'll just have to do audio over the top. And yeah, I do end up trying to go and drive to, I think it was a garage I was driving to, or my house or something, just quickly test out the car. But as you can see, I already go and damage it because I didn't realise how bad the brakes really were. So it was very skiddy trying to drive the car. You can see the yellow smoke there coming out the back of it, which I think looks really good. Only thing I was a bit concerned about is when going over bumps. The car is very low down, and the actual wheels are very high into the car, so I was hoping that it wouldn't damage it quite a bit whenever I go over the bumps, but it didn't seem to be too bad. I'll obviously have to keep a bit of an eye on that it doesn't damage the car too much. Otherwise, I might have to go back and change it if it's damaging the car too much every time I go over bumps. So I was just quickly, what I normally do is I quickly travel about a mile or so to the garage, which is the one that I own. I think it's like 30 grand I paid for it, so it's pretty good to say it holds 5 or 6 cars. And you can see that here I try and turn it, and again go and bash the front of my car up. So luckily I think it repairs itself once being in the garage. I might be wrong, but anyway, I can go repair it for a couple of $100s. And that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. I will quickly show you what has happened in the last sort of 3 or 4 episodes, or the last 1 episode actually, because this is a fairly new garage which I've bought. So in the previous episode I basically did this car, the Pagani Zonda, thank you to a recommendation from somebody in the comments. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.